What's up, everybody? A quick instructional video on different scales. Girl from YouTube, Pragmatic One, was asking me about some, any tips to get better in this and that. And, I mean, my biggest tip is to practice a lot, and I also read a lot. I read a lot of anything from jazz books to guitar magazine to basic instruction manuals. Always show you something that you never really thought of before, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, quick tips right here. C major scale. That's all the natural notes. And that's it's called Ionian mode. It's a very basic scale. It's all the natural notes, no sharps or flats from C to C. So it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Let me do it again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And that gives you like a rundown of all your basic church modes. Because now if we go to D on it, that's called your second degree is D. D is also Dorian, E is Phrygian, F is Lydian, G is Mixolydian, A would be Aeolian, B would be Locrian, and then C, obviously Ionian again. And you can do that anywhere. Say we take the D major scale. All of a sudden we have two sharps. So we're going to have D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and D. But then again, now all of a sudden your D's Ionian, your E becomes Dorian, and so on and so forth, wherever you're doing on the scale. Now all of a sudden A. So that gives you your basic major scale. And one of my favorite scales, if you ever watched any of my videos, obviously Mixolydian, which is actually the 5th degree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off that scale. So if I'm going G to G, which is the main reason I like it is because if you ever hear like a similar progression, you hear a dominant 7th chord. Your 7th chord usually implies that you're playing a Mixolydian. For example, here's G Mixolydian. That's G to G, all the natural notes. And if you notice, it has a really simple shape to it. And a nice warm feel, too. Some scales sound a little better to the ear than others. Locrian's a little bit of a weird one. But I'm just gonna get into Mixolydian right now. I also like Phrygian dominant, but that's actually a weird one. That's also got but that's going outside of church modes. Right now I just want to talk about church modes. I'm probably gonna make another video just showing you all the different notes. Yeah, I'll make another video right after this one. But alright, so G Mixolydian. If you ever hear your dominant 7th chord, say you hear a song that's in C, C7. It's got a very distinct, like a bluesy kind of scrappy feel to it. We can always play Mixolydian to it. Now another shape I kind of like, you can actually mix this in with it. I'm also going to try Dorian. So if we go back to the C major, if I go D to D, same, the shape's very similar. Here's Mixolydian in G. Now I'm going to use the Dorian shape, which is all the same notes, except for your third is going to be flatted. So you're going to So now we got a minor, but we could actually throw that in. I mean, these are just your basic standards. A lot of bands, they go outside this just because sometimes it sounds really cool. I mean, if I'm playing a G7, I can play a Mixolydian. Now what if I was to add Dorian instead. We would get like a... And the minor note, it kind of gives it more of a nice bluesy feel to it. And you could actually use Phrygian dominant. I'll try it. Like I said, that'll be another video. But anyway, that's pretty much Mixolydian. And very similar to Dorian. Another thing we can do, what if we were to play Dorian, or Aeolian, natural minor? Let's see, that would be A to A, which would be see how the shape kind of shifts? Now what if we were to put that in G? We're going to have to move that shape. So actually, your third and your sixth got moved back a little. Now, instead of playing a G major 7, let's try, or a G dominant 7, we're going to try a G minor 7, which you're just eliminating the third. Keep messing around with that. By the way, when you move only one note, if I'm going to go Mixolydian jam out, and I'm going to kind of shift and then shift the Dorian. And now I'm going to shift to Aeolian. That kind of gives you like an axis. You're slowly shifting the scale and morphing it into something that it no longer was. Like eventually you no longer recognize Mixolydian. You start getting, you can go from Aeolian to Phrygian and just keep shifting it. And you can get some really cool sounds out of it. And that's pretty cool. So, good luck. And like I said, practice a lot and read a lot.